I guess I'm really just making a mess here, but what my goal is to chase away my blues. I guess my worm traps aren't working exactly how I wanted them to. I mean, we're getting worms up in here. And what I'm finding though, I think I overloaded my traps and they weren't going up in the traps as fast as I wanted them to. So I took paper and I covered the trap because I thought the light was making them not want to come up in here. And I did that, but then what the paper did was it held heat in, and I probably should not have loaded the entire trap full of avocados. Anyway, lots of learning curves here. I feel like I'm on this giant roller coaster. So, figuring out a way now, I'm going to remove these papers, and I'm going to, well, I wanted to see if it was possible that I could use the light method here. Oh, they're not wanting to do what I want them to do. And talk them into leaving the top of the paper and going to the substrate below here. And I can put that back into the nursery. And what I want to see happen is usually your blues are faster than your reds. So I want to chase away the blues faster than the reds. We're having a race here. And that way I can just collect up the worms that are left. And hopefully that will be way more than the blues. Why I need to do this instead of just grab up a huge amount of worms and throw it into my bin to add more is because the heat that was created by adding this newspaper, I feel like it kind of caused, I'm going to say blues like it hotter than the reds do. And so the blues were really concentrated in this trap, especially like up on top. Now on the sides, they were all loaded all the way around. But I think that's due to the heat. Now see here, we've got blues heading off to the side. And they're moving a lot faster. The reds don't look like they're really moving at all. So, I think this is going to be a win for a way to separate your reds from your blues when your blues get to be a little too concentrated in your bins. I don't know how long this will take. The other thing that I would have to do is just sit here and pick out X amount of worms, breeder age worms, and move them to, it looks like these are all blues heading off. And I think I just have to kind of separate out more, kind of agitate them a little bit more, get them crawling, get them moving. And I think them blues are going to do what I want them to do. Get the heck out of here. I don't want to load the new breeder bin with so many more blues because I watched that they will outcompete the reds during mating or something. So if we just kind of get these worm balls, spreading them out, they don't like light, so they're gonna, start moving. And you'll notice them blues, they're a lot faster than them reds. So that's what I'm hoping. This is going to chase my blues away because I was so sad when I thought of today if I wanted to reset these bins in tower number 1, which is Monday, which will put me on schedule. They are at 3 weeks now, I believe. I did a health check on the 20th. Turned on the 5th. Oh, this bin isn't technically in sync with the rest. And that's okay. But I think Tower 1 is due for a complete change of bedding. And I got to decide whether I'm going to do that or not today. That's going to depend on if I'm going to be able to get enough of these worms. Now there's a, whoo, she went. She was a red. You can tell by her tail. And so now when they start moving, I can start actually picking them. When you start to see them separate out, start picking them off. Still a lot of fine tuning to do here. Oh boy. Look, I'm happy with just having worms for now, I guess. As far as getting into that routine process, I don't know that'll ever happen. We just may be raising worms on a massive scale and collecting the amendments. The amendments are really what I'm after, not these worms. Come on, guys, quit balling up. I guess I just have to continue to keep moving them and agitating them and seeing who's left after a little while. So here, and I see 1, 2. The Indians are moving pretty good. I think part of the goal is when you get them out of your trap, make sure there's not a whole lot of debris on top that they can run to. We want them running off. This is a wet piece of paper towel. So there's moisture there, so they're not really drying out. But yes, they do want more moisture, so they're going to want to stick together. And I don't want the teeny tiny worms, so I mean, this is just my way of trying to separate things out. Go, Indians, go!